Firstly, if we consider how does drug development, how pertains to rare diseases and why it's important. I'm sure all of us recognize the shift in the R&D focus towards the treatment for rare disease in the recent years. Rare diseases, one which affects no more than 200,000 people in the US and not more than 1 in 2,000 in the EU. It affects 30 million people in each of the EU and the US, 70% of the genetic rare diseases starting in childhood and can present some additional development challenges. Worldwide, there's over 300 million people living with these diseases. And so clearly the development of orphan diseases is unlikely to give the same financial return on investment for development companies as those affecting larger populations. And this has been recognized by the authorities who've introduced additional regulations to encourage the R&D spend within these areas of unmet need. And we can see that with the sea change in industry in terms of what's coming through in the pipelines as well, and the number of new molecules reaching the marketplace. If we look at some of the regulatory pathways, particularly for rare diseases and orphan, we obviously have the Orphan Drug Act in the US and Orphan Regulation Act in the EU. And some of the benefits are outlined on the slide here, where we have market exclusivity between 7 to 10 years. We have additional review or speedier review timelines for license applications. We have in development support, tax accreditation, etc., waivers of fees, and an additional level of oversight when it comes to a regulatory support from the authorities as well. So overall, the development of new orphan treatments to address these unmet clinical needs represents an important global health priority. In addition to the orphan designation for rare diseases, they will also have many accelerated designation pathways, ultimately to try and get medicines to patients faster.